Hi, I'm Kari. So this is my first official YouTube video on my YouTube channel. It's gonna be a whole bunch of different things going on it. I really like watching mukbangs on YouTube, so I always wanted to do one. I'm gonna do more. Sorry. I'm definitely gonna do more. But mukbang's gonna be one thing. I wanna also talk about other stuff as well, like what's going on in the world and social media and just little dumb shit that I do at the house with me and my boyfriend, who is here playing playing this DJ Vlad role, I guess you wanna say. So he's gonna sit here, he's doing the mukbang with me, but he's just not gonna be on camera because my name is Kari, like I said, and it's what is it when it's two genders? It's like a unisex name. There you go. I have a unisex name. So being that this is my first video, I didn't want to go out and have another guy on camera or another girl, honestly, because you don't know who I am yet. So we're just gonna be here and we're gonna talk. And I'm doing, of course, like everybody else does, a seafood mukbang because it just looks cooler and it always looks delicious when people eat fucking seafood. Hello. But yeah, I'm doing seafood and this is from Seven Spice. This is a local place in Houston. Oh my God. In Houston that, fuck that. This is what matters. A local place in Houston that I think is really, really freaking good. And it's right by my house over here off of, well, in the northern Houston area for all the stalkers out there. I don't give too many details, but this is Seven Spice, and they have some really good shit. But to get into conversation, what did I say I want to talk about? What did we say at first? So I also want to talking about how, what are deal breakers? Deal breakers for you, as in when you go out to eat, what do you see in the restaurant, or what can happen in the restaurant that'll make you say, this ain't that. Never again. What would happen? All right, what's a deal breaker for you, baby?
Deal breaker for me would probably be the acknowledgement, just out the gate. Like, if I'm sitting at my table and I gotta look around for you to make eye contact with me, to know that I'm in your section or that I haven't been greeted yet.
And that's like I think that's a secret genetic thing. It's just to establish that respect of that, you know.
Like, hi, I'm here.
Motherfucker, I'm not the servant in this situation. Hello, you're supposed to be serving me. So, yeah, that's a well, yeah, I guess I would say that is a deal breaker for me because it actually takes a lot for me to say I'm finna just go, unless I see something just like incredibly nasty. No, y'all gonna piss me off. I'm gonna piss you off too before you leave. Like, well, before I leave, like not servants. That's bad. Servers, because I was one. All respect to all servers. I didn't mean to say that. I'm a really nice person, but I'm gonna work the fuck out you. If you make my experience bad, I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna be like, okay, if she ever comes back in here again, I'm not taking her. Because I'm good for that. But, oh yeah, you're going to get that shit back too. You're going to give me attitude, I'm going to give you attitude back. And I'm going to complain about the food. And I'm not going to pay all of that.
So basically, you're going to be that bitch.
Yeah.
Like everybody, like if that's who you want me to be, I'll gladly be that.
I am a calling corporate ass bitch. I will do that. I'm going to write a letter and I'm going to still sit there. And that's that. But a no, for me, if it's too dirty, definitely, especially now with COVID, fuck. If it's too dirty, that's dead. I'm not gonna sit there and die. Because next thing you know, I'm gonna be shitting on myself on the way home. Like it's Bridesmaids or something. I'm not gonna play. That's a deal breaker. What's another one? I'm trying to think. It's hard. Honestly. Glassware.
I guess dealing with COVID right now, you really wouldn't have to worry about that issue, but
if the glass is dirty, I guess that falls in it. Yeah.
Because
ooh,
come on, man.
I don't plastic cups, and that's usually in like clubs and shit, and settings like that. But honestly, plastic cups, because honey, I'm not gonna pay $15 for a shot of dime out of a plastic cup. That's where you lost me. That's where you lost me as a customer and mentally. Better take if that. The fuck, y'all need to get some glasses. Hello, like what? Oh, I mean, well now with COVID, you can't say nothing. Oh my god, this gonna piss me off. People finna use COVID as a reason to dim down the quality of their work, their service and shit. I feel like because now everybody got paper menus and.
But I mean, that still shouldn't take away from the quality of service because, like you said, everywhere has to go silverware. You're not finna get silverware. You're finna get plastic silverware, regardless of if you dining in or dining out. So,
I mean, only hood people and shit. It's funny, like the most ghettoest people always ask for plastic silverware. Honestly, the most hoodest ghetto people are the cleanest people I know. There has not been one hood home that I've ever been into where it's not like a chore list. A bunch of kids know. All the kids know how to take care of themselves. They know how to clean up. They know when it's supposed to be done, how it's supposed to be done. And
delegation of responsibilities.
Period. Like, even like, I don't even know if I've seen I haven't been in a lot of white homes when I was younger, which is sad. But that plastic on the furniture shit, everybody grandma had some plastic on the furniture. For real, like, what
That's
the
how
fuck?
you knew you was at grandma's house. Plastic on the furniture.
No, if you pass out, my phone would want to update right now. If you pass out and can't fucking breathe, you get stuck to that bitch. My grandma had that
One
couch
side,
like that.
just mashed in.
Sweaty.
That's the side you laid on.
Your play shirt wet as fuck on the back because you done fell asleep just like this.
Sweater, just
damn near fucking
shirt
died.
wet.
But yes, anyway, okay, we got veered off. Back to the no-go to the restaurant. Yeah, glassware. Back in a cleaner time, it would have been glassware, but now plasticware is probably requested. Oh, actually, you can do me a straw. Don't play with me. That's the first thing that pissed me off. Don't give me no fucking cup without a straw anywhere in here. You don't know me, I don't know you. This is not the same household. Why would you think I want to share this with everybody in their asshole? That's my thing. Right. And this is reasons why I love this restaurant. Fucking crab legs be cooked to perfection. I shouldn't have to do too much. I shouldn't have to struggle. I'm a small girl. I'm petite. If people don't know me, I'm about 5'2". Well, I'm not petite. No, I keep saying that shit. Like I'm stuck in high school. When you 5'2" at 150 online, they say I'm obese. They pissed me off when they said that shit. I be
body mass index is calling me a fat ass.
You're near obesity.
You know I'm shake nice.
You might want to slow it the fuck down. What the fuck? In what world? Who are making these charts? Who the fuck will say that shit? I'm not obese. Or not on the way to it, because everything is proportionate.
For your height.
No, I'm not. No, okay.
Given standards health-wise.
Okay,
for your
maybe
height, you have to weigh a certain amount for it to be healthy. Because
who is making these measurements? Obese. What's the description of obesity? Like the full definition. I need you to go on. I need you to be Siri or Google right now.
I got you.
He pulls out the books. I hate super educated people, especially people who are in like a medical field or anything like that. They always gotta do the extra. Let me pull this textbook out that I have from a long time ago. It'll tell you the definition. Google. Hello. The fuck? My phone's updated. I was gonna say, hey Google. Let me get that. Obesity. Excuse me. I feel like you should. It's a look thing to it. Oh, sorry. Okay, yes.
Definition of obesity: the condition of being considerably overweight in reference to a person with a body mass index of 30 or greater, or who is at least 30 pounds over the recommended weight for their height.
Who recommends this though? What does that mean? So, are you saying for my height, me being 150 pounds means what? I'm gonna be unstable. My balance is gonna be off. Are you trying to say like that's what I'm trying to?
It can lead to internal complications. It can put stress on your heart if you're a certain amount overweight for your height. Because if you're 30 pounds overweight for what your height requirement says what you should be,
it's technically that's what it says. It says I'm supposed to be 120, 122. So y'all telling me right now, my heart is like, please. Is that I'm too big and it's too much what? What is it? What? It's too much ass to circulate blood through? Like, does it have to pump a little harder?
That's not what it's saying. It's
like
saying,
I'm trying to understand.
Like, in order for your, I guess you can say it would be a little more strenuous for you to do what a person who is your height and the weight that you are required. And that would be the reason why. Because your frame and your size, for your height, your frame should be a certain level for you to function properly without having any complications.
I think it's outdated. It got to be because I function fucking fine. The fuck? So you trying to tell me?
According to who?
So you trying to tell me if I had a 30-pound ass, they trying to say I can't function properly because my ass is too heavy on my backside. It's slowing me down. Bitches got 30-pound asses these days. They cost nothing but $530. Not $5,230 to get a 30-pound ass. I'll tell you that.
Regardless of the fact, yes, technically, by health standards, the bitch and her ass is overweight. By health standards,
you bought that ass and now you about to die. That's terrible.
Right. This is putting a strain on everything that was flowing properly before you acquired this 30-pound
seriously,
ass.
Strain on what though? I gotta know.
Your heart, like say if you went running.
But what if it was muscle though? What if it was me just being in shape? Like there are people out here who are small, got muscle and shit, and like they I know plenty bitches that's 150 pounds easily right now and work out every day, eat right, may even be fucking vegan. I was like,
but that's them.
Fuck Miss Crab Leg. I know. What makes sense though? You know, I'm. Y'all learn quickly. I love to tie shit into history and race and things like that. Playing a factor into it because it has to be dated or outdated. Sorry, it's outdated as fuck. I feel like that's the average size. Somebody
based off of today's time?
Somebody being 20 pounds over what's the average weight for somebody is an average fucking size, honestly.
But that plays a role.
Who is this person that's supposed to be weighed like this?
Look at it like this: excess body weight
paper towel
can be associated with cardiovascular diseases, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, some types of cancer, even pregnancy complications.
That's all.
Shortened life expectancies.
Who's this based off of? A slave? That's everything black people get.
The irony.
The irony of it all is that all the complications of being a little bit thicker than your average person is something that's gonna kill you. Period. I'm talking about I'm eating crab legs. Yeah, I'm hungry. The fuck. I think it's kind of funny, kind of offensive, and kind of odd as though everything that you can get from being a little bit overweight for the average size is something that black people have historically passed away from. Thank you. Historically passed away from, or are just like the leading causes of death. And what am I trying to say? Like, honestly, not in our group, but whatever. Within black people. Because I don't want to talk and just sound like I'm being racist or something. Our community, yeah. Like, dead ass. That's crazy to me. How is all of that our leading cause of death, but it's wrong?
You have to think about...
I feel like we're naturally built 20 pounds bigger. People of color are naturally built a little bit bigger than the average Caucasian person. Who these rules and limitations and all the other shit are based off of. Don't think that all these medical books, all that knowledge was created years ago. Like, motherfuckers need to update that. The average colored person, we're gonna say colored, fuck y'all. We're gonna say it there. That average person, I think, is 20 pounds over that weight. Because we have other things.
Okay,
we're a little bit more voluptuous.
Okay, so, I mean, with that being said, just like you said, working out, that can be, you having that muscle mass can be something different. But if it's something bad that you've acquired over a period of time.
So basically, it's like, oh, if you in shape, don't listen to this. But if you know you a fatty,
but if
you don't go to the gym,
if you're in shape, you already know that this is, that if you acquire, if you're obese or overweight, it's because it's done something, it has something to do with the negative outcome.
That's a good point too. It could be somebody said, you could have a crackhead out here that's the same size. You know, they're the right weight requirement. You're 120. This crackhead is 120 pounds at 5'2". They're perfect. No, you're not by size. Like, what if they were naturally a healthier side or looking person since birth? Like, people be pudgy all through their lives. To get on some drugs, and then the drugs make their weight drop. But they so happen to fall into the right weight class. Come on, doctor.
That has nothing to do with...
You got your medical books now?
That has nothing to do with anything. That's just like saying, okay, you can be depressed and just eat your life away. People love to eat. That's not really saying anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I gained 20 pounds from eating all this chicken and fat bag. That'd be kind of bad if it was like fried food, because the grease, fried, bloodstream, arteries, clogged, plaque.
But I'm just saying,
it's based off of what your intake is. If your intake is something clean and you're acquiring this, you already know that you being 30 pounds heavier. If you working out and you know that you are 30 pounds heavier and you're working out, you're expecting that.
Right.
You're expecting that. But you're working out. It's not like you're acquiring that 30 pounds in a form to hurt you. Because you're acquiring that 30 pounds positively. Yeah. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's something to do. And with you, if you're doing it while you're working out, you're constantly moving. So your body needs to be challenged to keep that weight and keep it healthy. Okay. So versus if you wasn't mobile and you just acquired 30 pounds. Okay. You see what I'm saying?
Right. But that's what if you're not being honest to your physician? What if your physician asks you your
weight and your height is gonna tell on you regardless.
What?
And if you and say if you do a CBC, a complete blood count.
You got a lot of motherfuckers out here that's going around here famous and all saying everything is genetics when they know damn well it wasn't genetics.
Well, that ain't for me to comment on.
The fuck, yeah, you are. It's in my bang, but just enough. But anyway, let's get into a debate of you talking more than me.
That's them.
But I'll edit that out. But back to, I don't know where the fuck it led from. But
restaurant experience.
No, it tied into something else because of the weight gain and everything.
Well, why is everything that's good for you so bad for you at the same time? Why is everything that we enjoy so bad for us?
As in what?
Eating wise?
Eating wise? We enjoy it because it's a generations on generations of generations being fed bullshit because we weren't the factor. They weren't obligated to give us things that made us healthier or anything like that. It was the scraps. They fed us, that back into slave times, they fed us enough to keep us alive and profitable.
Funny thing.
Which so happens to be everything. It's a delicacy because we knew what to take from out of the ground and herbs and shit just from being from Africa. We knew how to make it taste good. So now it's a delicacy. We took the trash. We took chicken nuts and pig ass and feet and gizzards. Are they not the nuts? Damn near. That's what I feel like. Chicken nuts, deep fried them bitches, put some seasoning salt and pepper, and turned the fuck up. And now you can go and order that shit for $25.95 somewhere. But that's the reasons why we are just genetically, I feel like we're just prone to eat shit that just doesn't do the body good. Because they didn't care. What they say, if y'all watch, y'all should watch Enslaved, which is really great. It's produced by Samuel L. Jackson. He's a very famous actor. Everybody should know that. I shouldn't have to explain who he is, but he's been doing a documentary on epics, I believe, and it comes out every Monday at 9 and 9 o'clock Central Time, and he basically is doing what National Geographic and the History Channel doesn't do. Like, how many documentaries, for people who do watch documentaries, how many documentaries have y'all watched that are solely only based on slavery? As in the viewpoint of the slaves. And I don't mean no dramatization and shit, but actually going through the truth and things that have been hidden and going to find and salvage things from ships and shit like that. How many have y'all seen? Not many. I haven't. They don't just pop up every Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, they playing Ancient Aliens or whoever the fuck else. They'll talk about the aliens. They'll talk about some shit that they don't know about all day. But to sit and talk about facts, about true African American history, they won't do that. I'm sure where. They won't do that, because if they did, it would put a lot of us in power, mentally, physically, however. But he's going around and he's looking for these certain ships that said they've crashed or that they crashed back then, or they didn't make it, and there's so many hundreds and thousands of slaves that have died at sea. And I don't know if for a lot of people who haven't seen a slave or still haven't caught a trigger from this, but if you watch Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan says a quote saying that he would rather die in the sea with my ancestors, or something like that.
Yeah.
There's actually a point, because there were thousands and thousands and thousands of trips from retrieving slaves from Africa to North America to South America to however, all the way to Denmark to wherever. And these voyages would take months at a time or days at a time. And we know our weather, unpredictable. Some ships didn't make it. Some didn't get there. They went under. They sacrificed cargo, which is what slaves were called, because that's what they were. They were a product. They were being sold. They kept them at the bottom, chained down by their neck and hands on most ships, with centimeters between them. But if something would go wrong with the ship made of all wood, they would just let them die at the bottom. They'd lock them down there, and there would be an insurance claim. Yes, each slave was insured. Granted,
30 pounds of man.
30 pounds of man. That granted that half the time what a slave was traded for was an object that probably was no value at all. It wasn't even real money. You can go and bargain and trade a slave for something you done picked off in the house, a doorknob, and be like, okay, this is how much a slave was worth. 30 of these is 10 slaves. That's what that was. But these were insurance claims where they would get real money if they didn't make it. So they would just kill them or just let them die. But he's one salvaging these ships. He went back and traced his roots to which African tribe that he was, well, his generation or his family came from. He went and I guess more so what's the word I'm saying when he got not accepted back in, but I don't know what the word I'm looking for or what I'm saying. But more so like he got invited back into the tribe. He did whatever he had to do or pledged himself or to be initiated. Yeah, that's the best word, back into the tribe and everything. In that moment, I could have fucking cried, because to know where I originally came from, that's a whole other level. Like, people don't know if you haven't figured it out. Or from my social media, I'm very spiritually in tune now, so all that is involved as well. Finding my roots, figuring out where I came from. I found out who I wanted to pray to, all that shit. Y'all need to figure that shit out too and look into that as well. If you look into your history, your religion might change. And that's dead ass to a lot of people. So y'all check that shit out. But to be less deep, 7 Spices a hit. They never steered me wrong. Flavor always great. I actually got spicy this time. I usually get hot. Spicy is supposed to usually kick my ass. I don't know what they did that day. Maybe somebody was in training. But today it was actually pretty good, as y'all can see. I just murdered all this shit. And it's the king platter. King my ass. Fuck. Murdered this shit. They got multiple locations in Houston. Check them out. It's good, but to be less deeper. The DoorDash people or 7 Spice, what I do like, they put zip ties through their bag so that they could tell, or so that you could tell if a DoorDash is tampered with your, a DoorDash deliverer has tampered with their bag. You can't get no legit than that. I was talking about that on my Snapchat. Follow my Snapchat, Kari Patrice. That's KHARRIPATRICE. Pat Rice. It's my Snap. I'm always talking shit. My Instagram is Love Radio Row, because that's my name. I'm honestly gonna back off of Instagram because they're setting us all up for failure. Honestly, y'all know the algorithms is trash. Like, I even have tested it out to be as deep as to where it's literally set up as a popularity contest, because if somebody chooses to not go and view your page for over 48 hours, they'll take that person off of your feed. So I tested it out by basically you mute somebody. Just mute somebody you just don't feel like talking to. I muted a celebrity. And how fucked up the algorithms is, I muted this person and I didn't, not even a celebrity. I'm not even going to say that. They think they're a celebrity, but they're not. But I muted this person. They follow me and they watch my page often. But I just got tired of their content. So when I muted them, once again, this is somebody who views my page every day. Like clockwork. Like anytime I post something, they're going to be there. That person, well, once I muted them and I didn't view their page for over 48 hours, that person no longer watched my timeline. And I thought that was crazy, because they say when you mute people, damn right, when you mute people, they don't tell them, or it's something that's, you know, it's a privacy thing where only you know that you muted this person or unfollowed them or blocked them, whatever. But if you got a real social media junkie, or somebody who lives on social media all day or works, they watch the insights or impressions part of the timeline, where you can see who's viewing your page. And usually the people who view your page the quickest are at the top or within the top 10. Okay, so that's how that's set up. Then when they're in the top 10, they're going to always be there because Instagram purposely puts you as their first option to watch all the time. So that gets them that constant view. Like, everything is set up on a marketing or popularity contest, once I say. So being that I muted this person and didn't view their page just for a little under 2 days, if that, I wouldn't even say that. When I went to go check my insights to see if that person, let me see if that person watched my shit today. Haha. You watching me, but I'm not watching you type shit. They didn't view my page. And that was odd to me. And I was like, why all of a sudden when I muted this person, they didn't watch my shit? And it's like, okay, do they know I muted them or what the fuck? But in reality, it's because they muted. I know that I told Instagram to mute them, so they full on like, okay, well, we gonna mute you too from them. We not gonna get you that free view, because who knows, this may be that 9,000 view that'll keep you from get monetized or anything that we can't benefit from this from. So that's what they decided to do. And that's how I figured it out. So y'all not hiding my privacy from nobody, because if the motherfuckers an Instagram head and they view that shit all the time, they know something is up. They like, okay, this bitch ain't view my page. Okay, I'm not gonna view hers, but how would you know? For real. Like, it's just super petty. And I feel like I went too deep for some people. Y'all probably got confused what I just said, but it's all set up on bullshit. So Instagram, I can't really rock with you. But my name is Love Radio on there. I have a personal page, but I don't really like sharing that shit. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna rock. Twitter, there all day. Radio Row. Find me. I'm there talking shit every 30 seconds, and I say anything on there. I'm coming to a close of this King's platter, because I ain't shit, and I'm still fucking hungry, which is sad. But y'all just having me for 30 minutes. I'm in a debate with my nigga. He done ran off. And for anybody who can notice what the fuck I'm eating on, yes, I do hair. And yes, this is a motherfucking cake that I flipped over on the other side. I will sanitize it. But, bitch, I ain't got a lot of money. I ain't no rich bitch. I ain't finna put on for y'all at no point in time. Bitch, I wasn't cutting up no garbage bag to eat off of. We need them. But I'm gonna flip this hole on the inside, spray it down when I'm done, and it'll be ready for the next bitch and they can get their hair done. Point blank period. But this is me. I'm gonna try to do more videos all the time. Hopefully I can post this one to YouTube, because it'd be real fucking lame. It always gets stuck, and then it tell me it can't upload my videos. Y'all don't know how long I've been trying to get this YouTube shit started. Like, for real. Constantly. Every time I try to edit a video, actually sit for a day and edit the bullshit, it used to want to tell me it can't upload. Why? I don't fucking know. I got great Wi-Fi, bitch. It's like everybody else, but it'll never upload. So I'm gonna do better. Try to get this longest video uploaded, and I hope y'all like it. So be peaceful, be blessed, respect your breasts, ladies. I'm out this